Are you thinking about buying a home in Langley? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you why Langley is one of the best cities to consider moving to for future growth and community living. Let's get started. So one of the things that Langley has going for it is that it has tons of future potential when it comes to development. Right now, they're in the process of planning out a new 200th Street plan. And if you don't know, that's the major street that runs north to south in Langley. That'll basically turn 200th Street into the future West Broadway of Langley, with mixed residential and commercial retail space, along with a ton of amenities. This 2040 plan goes into a ton of details where in this small corridor, they're hoping to bring in as many as 100,000 residents in the next 15 years. And let's just say there will be a ton of high rises coming to Langley, and it'll look a lot different than it does today. Another huge factor that contributes to the future development of Langley is the SkyTrain that'll be set to come here by 2030 at this rate. Who knows if they'll make it in time, but right now they do have a deadline for 2029. Well, the SkyTrain will finally be expanded all the way down to Langley City, which is located at the very center of Langley. And with that convenience coming to Langley, it should also help bring more development to the area. What I also love about Langley, more on the community side of things, is that it's a great balance between suburban and city living. Essentially, Langley is known for where the city meets the country due to its proximity to nature with easy access to campgrounds, hiking trails, and parks. Langley is also located very centrally between Abbotsford and Vancouver. And on top of that, for the last almost 10 years, they've also had a direct route to Maple Ridge and everything on the north side of the Fraser River through the Golden Ears Bridge. A lot of the time I come across people who have decided to call Langley home that also don't necessarily work here, but they use Highway 1 for commuting to Vancouver or Abbotsford or Maple Ridge. Langley is also going to be the hub of future entertainment with the Langley Event Center that is already there, which hosts a ton of professional sports teams currently. Only thing that's missing is some high-tier concerts that we have not had yet. Along with the suburban city living, you get a ton of local farmers markets, festivals, and family-friendly events. Langley is also home to great education and athletic programs with the highest ranked schools in the vicinity when compared to Surrey, Maple Ridge, and Abbotsford. A prime example of this is RE Mountain High School, which has an IB program that is basically certified as the entry level for university, and that's a big reason why a lot of families decide to live around that school so they have access to those programs. If you're thinking about moving into Langley, especially if you're looking for a strata property, that you're going to be focusing on two major areas, and that would be Willoughby, which is on the north side of Langley, located closer to Highway 1 with most of the new development. Whereas if you go closer to Langley City, which is on the south side of Langley, closer to where that future SkyTrain station is, you'll find a lot older buildings along with new development. So it's more established and they have most of the restaurants and malls in that area. If you're looking for an investment property, just keep in mind Willoughby will have more of the newer developments, which will bring usually more rental income, but will come at a price. And Langley City, though more affordable, might generate a slightly lower amount of rent, but again, that's going to come down to price. There are a couple options that you could go with. You could go the pre-sale route, which essentially allows you a buffer of time, whether it's 3 to 6 months for detached and townhomes, or up to 2.5 years if you're buying into a condo. And that'll allow you to put down a minimal amount of deposit in order to secure a unit at today's price points, which will give you a little bit more time to save up if you need to, or maybe make some other changes in your finances that will be required to get approved for the size mortgage that you're looking for. On the resale side, there's definitely a ton of opportunities as well, considering that right now we have one of the highest amount of inventory that we've seen since like 2008. And with that amount of inventory, you'll be able to negotiate lower prices and hopefully have less competition while not paying a premium for a brand new unit straight from the developer. So that pretty much sums up everything you need to know on the future potential growth of Langley, as well as most of the amenities that will be available to you if you choose to make Langley your home. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and make sure that if you're looking to buy a home in Langley, you work with a local agent, because they'll be able to specify everything I of talk to you about and give you insight on what's a good area to buy in if you're moving in, and what's a good area to buy in if you're investing, or maybe if there's an area you're thinking about buying that'll have further future potential growth. Also something to keep in mind. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.